911, what's your emergency?
Foreigner 23.
Yes, that's 4, I'll go to 28 for one. Truck when you're ready.
Go ahead.
One truck, White Lincoln X right now.
On Sunday, May 19th, 2019, in Montville, Ohio, a man called 911 to report he just shot his girlfriend. 44-year-old Shawn Guillerault, an Army veteran who was honorably discharged in 2003, calmly told the dispatcher he had shot his girlfriend in the head and that she was in rough shape. Prior to Guillerault's 911 call, around 12:43 a.m., a 17-year-old girl with no clothes showed up at a McDonald's as they were closing for the night to ask employees for help. The girl told the employees she had been assaulted at a home about half a mile away in the 4700 block of Stockbridge Drive. As McDonald's employees drove the girl to Cleveland Clinic, Medina, they called 911 to report that the man who assaulted her had shot her mother and that there were other children inside the home. As officers were responding to Stockbridge Drive, that's when Shawn Guillerault made his call to 911. Authorities would later be told that Guillerault had been drinking that night and was intoxicated, but nothing seemed off when the family went to bed. After shooting his girlfriend, it appears some time passed before Guillerault made his way upstairs and violated the teen girl who had been asleep in the home.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
We are actually heading to the hospital. I didn't know what to do. A lady showed up naked in our parking lot when I was leaving work today. She said that somebody was trying to rape her. I just didn't know what to do, so I just panicked and called while we're driving her over there.
Okay, where do you work at? Where did it happen?
It's McDonald's on Route 3. We were literally all leaving the store to just closed, and we didn't know what to do, so we rushed her to the car because she's completely naked.
Did she say where it was happening?
Where was this, ma'am? 4777 Stockbridge Drive.
What's the street?
Stockbridge Drive.
Okay. Did she give you her name or anything?
What's her name?
Does she know who was trying to hurt her?
Do you know who was trying to hurt you? Shawn Guillerault.
Okay. And you guys are on your way to the hospital?
Yeah, we're passing the get-go by the square.
Okay. Can I get your name? Okay. I'll have an officer head on over. Are they able to meet with you to get a statement as well?
Okay.
Okay. Is it just you, or is there somebody else with you?
Somebody, it's another coworker. He's the one who's driving.
Okay. I'll have him head over and meet with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Please help me. It's 4777 Drive, Medina, Ohio, in the head.
What? You what?
I shot her in the head.
You shot who in the head?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? How old is your girlfriend?
4. I don't want to call it.
Okay.
She needs help.
Okay. Do you still have the weapon?
I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where it is. I've been looking for it. I have no idea where it is.
You don't know where the gun went?
No, it fucking fell or something. I have no idea. There's broken glass. All right. I have no idea.
Hold on 1 second for me. Attention LST Station 5, 4777 Stockbridge Drive, 4777 Stockbridge Drive, for a 44-year-old female. Gunshot wound to the head. Okay. Sir, do you have something on the bleeding?
Yes, I have a rag on the bleeding right now, but She's moaning and she's not doing well.
Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. She's not doing well. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What's her name?
Rachel Asbell. Azbell.
What happened? Was it an accident or?
It was a disagreement and it got out of control and.
Disagreement that got out of control?
Yes. She's in rough shape, please.
Do you have the door unlocked for them?
I'll open it right now. Here. There. It's in the garage. We're in the garage.
You're in the garage right now?
Yes. I just opened it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just apply the pressure to her head on that rag, okay?
Okay.
Just stay on the line with me.
I don't know about this. She's still fighting. She's still fighting. I'm going to go to jail, though. I did this, right? I can't be here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, she just died. She just died. Oh, my God.
Okay. Are you able to do CPR?
She's still fighting. She's still fighting. Wait, come on. Hey, fight! Fight! You got it. Come on. Fight.
Okay.
Fight.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
All right, I've got officers right down the road. I need you to exit the house and go down towards the street with your hands up.
But I'm holding the pressure.
They're right down the road. They need you to exit the garage with your hands up.
They're still pretty far away. I got to hold the pressure.
Okay. I need you to exit the house. They're telling me to have you exit the house with your hands up and go towards the street.
I understand that, but they're pretty far away, and I got to hold this pressure to her head. Because that's the thing that's going to keep her alive.
Okay. Sir, I've got numerous officers on the way. He wants you in the street before he gets there.
That's fine. I don't care what that officer wants. Oh my God. I can't believe I do this.
Okay, I understand.
He
can see the garage door, but I need you to go out in the street before he'll approach the house.
No, that's not going to happen. He needs to come into the garage. I will leave the garage. As I see the lights coming up right now, I will leave the garage as soon as he gets up here.
What's your name, sir?
Shawn Guillerault. She's alive. She's alive. Help her. She's alive. I have children in the house. Come help her. Just come help her. Or shoot me. I don't care.
Okay, they don't want to do that.
Nah. Shoot me. Please. Please shoot me. I'm holding her face. And I'm talking to your ER.
Put your hands up right now!
I'm trying to help her!
Put your goddamn hands up!
Shoot me!
Get on the ground!
Shoot me!
Get on the ground!
Shoot me!
Shoot me! You're not going to die!
Shoot me!
You're not...
I'm not playing that.
While the kids were asleep upstairs, a disagreement broke out between Guillerault and his girlfriend, 45-year-old Rachel Asbell, with whom he shared the home. They had been together for 7 years, and nothing seemed wrong from the outside looking in. Around 1:03 a.m., as police were arriving at the house, Guillerault refused their orders and engaged in a shouting match with officers. They then backed away, fearing he would use the gun. Police established a perimeter around the house and waited for the Medina County SWAT team to arrive. As many as 40 law enforcement officers arrived to the scene to assist, and a 3-hour standoff followed. SWAT officers set up a ladder to rescue the 12 and 15-year-old children in the home who had barricaded themselves in a room. In the meantime, negotiators were unable to make contact with Guillerault, who they believe was hiding somewhere inside of the house. Finally, officers were able to remove Asbel from the garage around 2:52 a.m. She was shot execution style in the right temple with the bullet lodged in the lower part of her brain. She later was pronounced brain dead, but was kept on life support at the hospital so her organs could be transplanted to critically ill patients. A robot was sent in to search the couple's house at 3:44 a.m., and by 4:30 a.m., Guillerault's body had been found in the basement, killed by a self-inflicted shotgun wound. On March 23, 2013, in Salem, Utah, Tracy Scott made a call to 911 admitting to the dispatcher that he shot his wife. As officers were arriving on scene, they heard Scott's voice calling at them from down the street, yelling, quote, "I just shot my wife, she's dead," unquote. Scott went back inside his house and closed the door, but then complied when officers told him to come outside again. He put his hands up, knelt down, then laid down on his stomach. Officers later testified Scott was crying uncontrollably, telling them, quote, "I just snapped," unquote. Reports say Scott and his wife's relationship was both good and bad. It was happy and loving, but it was also contentious at times, and they fought often. The fights were volatile and usually involved taunting, threatening, name-calling, profanity, and sometimes throwing things at each other. Each of them frequently threatened divorce, and Scott threatened his wife's life multiple times. The police were called to the couple's house on a number of occasions in the past, one incident being in 2008, where Scott was cited for domestic violence after the couple had an argument. Scott tried to hit his wife with their car, then threw a towel over her face and punched her in the stomach. His wife filed for a restraining order and they separated, but she later had the restraining order removed and Scott's citation was expunged and the pair reunited.
March 23, 2013, 18:53:51.
What's the address of your emergency?
455 East 300 South.
Repeat the address for verification.
455 East 300 South, Salem, Utah.
Salem?
Yep.
What's the phone number you're calling from? Okay, that's what I'm showing. What's the problem? Tell me exactly what's happened.
There's been a shooting.
Okay, who was shot?
My wife was shot.
Was it self-inflicted?
No,
Who shot her?
I did.
Do you still have the weapon?
Yes, I do.
Is she awake?
No, she's dead.
What is your name?
Tracy
What's your last name?
Scott.
Where's the gun right now?
In my hand.
Can you put it down?
I don't know yet.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a 45.
Is it a handgun?
Yes.
Okay, Tracy, can you put that down for me? Let me get some help to you.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Okay.
How come you...
I had 2 children that I just totally destroyed their lives. They're not even here.
Is there anyone else at the house with you?
No. Nope.
Okay, did you guys get in a fight or what happened?
We've been fighting for the last 2 weeks, all really straight.
Okay, where did you shoot her at?
In the bedroom. She got off the phone with her mother complaining about me, telling me how she's tired of it and this and that. And
Tracy, what part of her body did you shoot her?
I don't remember.
Can you go in and see if she's conscious?
She was going to take it. No, she was going to take a picture of me, and it just went off.
Okay, Tracy, can I have you go in there and see if she's conscious? See if we can help her, okay? Can you do that for me?
No, she's dead. She's not moving.
Can you go over there by her?
No.
How old is she?
38. 37.
And you are sure she's beyond any help?
Yes. Okay, SWAT here.
Tracy, stay on the phone with me for a second, okay? What's your phone number?
Tell them not to come in. I have to make a phone call.
Tracy, can you...
March 23, 2013, 18:56:46.
Tracy Scott and his wife were married for 19 years and had 2 sons. When police entered the home, they found a pistol on the floor near the entrance and found 45-year-old Tracy Scott sitting up in her bed. Shell casings were found on the floor, and officers noticed a black safe in the room was open and another gun at the foot of the bed. After checking for a pulse, police determined Teresa was dead. A medical examiner determined she had been shot 3 times, with a fatal round striking her in the chest. Scott was convicted of murder in August 2014 and later sentenced to serve 15 years to life in prison. Then, in 2017, the Utah Court of Appeals overturned Scott's conviction, saying he did not have effective counsel during his trial due to Scott's defense lawyer not pushing that Scott's testimony be admitted, alleging he felt threatened by his wife the night of the shooting. The day before Teresa's death, the couple had been fighting about Scott spilling oil in the driveway while he was changing the oil in the family car. As the argument went on, Scott discovered his wife crouched by their bed in the house, realizing their gun safe was out and open and her gun missing. He says he didn't sleep well that night, then the next day he went to run errands and came back home to do yard work. According to Scott, Teresa continued to argue with him the whole time. Scott went into the house to use the bathroom and saw Teresa sitting on the edge of their bed again. Although the gun safe had been shut and put away earlier, it was open and pulled out again, and Teresa's gun was still missing. Scott stormed out and went to the garage, but later decided to return to the house and confront the matter. As he walked inside, he could hear Teresa talking on the phone with her mother. He went into the bedroom, where he saw her lying on the bed and pointing her cell phone at him. He looked down at the safe and saw that her gun was still missing. Then he reached down, grabbed the other gun from the safe, and shot Teresa 3 times. Then he called 911. Scott testified he was scared to death, saying he perceived the missing gun to be a threat. Prior to Scott's sentence, his attorneys argued for a conviction of manslaughter under extreme emotional distress rather than murder, saying Scott had acted under, quote, a lot of stress and emotion, unquote. Judge Michelle Christensen disagreed that Scott should be eligible for the extreme emotional distress defense. The appeals court said in its ruling that the couple had a history of domestic violence, but it was argued at the trial he was caught up in the emotion and stress of the moment. A jury deliberated Scott's case for about 8 hours before delivering the guilty verdict. Scott was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for first-degree murder. On March 24, 2013, in Puyallup, Washington, Michael League called 911 and told the dispatcher he had shot his 46-year-old son and 43-year-old daughter and was going to kill himself. The dispatcher helped League stay calm, repeatedly telling him to put down his gun, cooperate with police, and not hurt himself or anyone else. Around 3:30 a.m., League took his .22 caliber weapon and shot his children, using a pillow to muffle the sound so as to not wake his wife and 2 young grandsons who were in the house at the time. He was extremely upset on the 911 call, saying he intended to kill himself but called 911 instead, not wanting his wife or grandchildren, who were unharmed, to find the bodies. Deputy Chief Dave McDonald said officers rushed to the scene and surrounded the home. 69-year-old League surrendered moments later, and he was safely taken into custody.
911.
Yeah, I just
Do you need medical aid or
committed
police?
the father's worst
You what?
sin. I just committed a father's worst sin.
Okay.
I just shot my daughter in the head and my son in the head.
Okay, what is your address?
I had to put them out of their misery.
Okay, where are you at,
Get
sir?
rid of their demons, and now I'm going to have to shoot myself.
Okay, sir, are you armed?
I can't hear you.
Well, I need your address, please.
Just a minute.
Sir, what is your address? Can you hear me?
Yes. 1509 5th Street Southeast.
Okay, what? Do you have a weapon? Do you have the gun now?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's all because of alcohol and drugs.
You're in.
Ordinance. Family apart.
Okay.
My son has two little boys upstairs sleeping. My wife is asleep.
Okay, so there's more people in the residence?
Yes, they're asleep.
And you said that there's children in the residence?
Yes, two. My son's little boys.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Mike.
Michael, what's your last name?
League.
Okay, Michael. Is your son and daughter, are they deceased?
Beg your pardon?
Okay.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You said you've been drinking tonight?
No, not me. Yeah, my wife and I had a good marriage for 48 years. It's our kids and our grandkids, the older grandkids, are the ones been doing the drugs and the drinking.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Michael.
Oh, Jesus, for years we've been, my wife and I have been suffering with depression and anxiety.
Hold on one second, Michael, for me. Stay on the line. I don't want you to hang up. Okay, Michael, what room are you in right now?
God, forgive me, I'm in the kitchen.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. What room are you in right now?
I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to have to shoot myself.
No, I'm asking you, Michael, I'm asking you if you can put the gun down for me.
The guy set the gun down.
You're setting the gun down?
The gun's set down, yes.
Okay. What kind of gun do you have?
I can't take this anymore. My wife and I went away for 3 days. We come back Friday, and the cops had been called. I guess my daughter had tried to attack my son with a knife, and he hit her, and the cops were here.
Okay.
And my daughter's two sons are staying at the.
Okay.
He's at a motel down the street. Oh, God.
I just want to make sure you
My wife was about ready to have a nervous breakdown.
Well, we're going to get somebody that can, I'm going to get somebody that can talk to you and maybe get you some help, okay? I just want to make sure that you said that you did put the gun down.
No, but I got to shoot myself before they get here.
No, Michael, I'm asking you that you don't do that. I'm asking that you just stay on the phone with me and talk to me.
My kids, oh God,
What kind of gun do you have?
It's a Ruger. It's 22.
Have you picked it? Do you have it again?
Huh?
Do you have the firearm again?
Yeah, it's sitting right here by me.
But it's set down, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The cops have been dead. My grandkids and stole brothers and stole.
Are your grandkids in the residence? Is that the two children you were talking about?
No, they're just little boys. They're slick, 6 and 7. Oh, they're sleeping upstairs. Put my wife to sleep.
Okay.
Oh, my God. At least I got rid of their demons. Oh, God, I don't know. I'm going to have to shoot myself.
Okay, Michael, I don't want you to do that, though. I want you to stay on the line, and I want you to talk with me, okay? And I'm going to see if we can get you some help.
I can hear my son moaning. I'm probably going to have to go shoot it again.
No,
I had
Michael.
to put him out of his misery. Oh, my God.
Okay, so do you think that he's still breathing?
Yes, I think he is. Oh, God.
What room is he in?
He's in the living room, on the couch, and my daughter's upstairs in the bedroom. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have a cordless phone, Michael?
I have a what?
Are you on a cordless phone right now talking with me?
Cordless line. I'm on a regular telephone.
You're on a telephone. It's not a cordless phone. You can't.
Yes, it's a cordless.
It is a cordless phone.
Yeah.
So you're able. Are you still in the kitchen?
Oh my God! Get some ambulances here.
Okay.
Here. The door's unlocked.
Is it okay?
Oh my God!
The front door is unlocked.
Front door's unlocked, but I'm gonna have to shoot myself.
No, Michael, I want you to.
There's too many years. This is going on. It's been going on and on.
I don't want you to harm yourself. I want you to stay on the line and talk with me, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Michael, I'm going to give you some. Michael, I'm going to give you.
I hate them.
Okay, Michael, I'm going to give you some instructions that I want you to listen to. Okay? I want to make sure that you have the gun and you set it down, or you set the gun down. Okay, and then I want you to go. I want you to go out front because there's officers there that are going to talk to you. Okay, and then we can get some help that you need. Okay, and get your son some help. Can you do that for me?
I want to die, but I want to die.
Michael, can you do that for me? Can you go to the front door, make sure you don't have the gun in your hand, and go contact the officers at the front?
I will.
Are you going to the front door now?
Just I had to put my jacket on. I'm shaking like a leaf.
Okay, so you're going to put your jacket on. I want to make sure that you have nothing in your hands. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Let me know when you're going to the front door so I can let them know too.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to?
The gun's sitting on the counter here in the kitchen.
Okay. The gun is on the counter. Okay. That's good. Are you going to the front door now?
Yeah, I'm walking to the front door now.
He's walking to the front door.
Okay. I gotta get something. My nose is running like crazy. I gotta find something.
Okay.
I gotta find something.
We'll get you something for that. First, I want you to go to the front door like you were doing. Okay.
I gotta use some toilet paper. Oh.
Are you still going to the front door?
We tried to get help for her. We tried to get help for her. But the little boys, they needed counseling so bad.
Are you going to the front door, Michael?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. Where are you at now?
I have no weapon on me. I have no weapon on me. I have no weapon on me.
Okay.
Yes, no.
Let me know when you're at the front door, okay?
Okay, I'm at the front door.
He's at the front door. Do what the police say, okay?
You say where, like, where they would be, up or down? Or? On the couch. And you shot him? Yeah. Okay, guys, break that light out. Break that fucking light out. Let the bear question is right. What's your height? Go ahead. We got, supposedly we have 2 shots. We have a woman inside with 2 babies. Okay? Reach that door. We're going to call her out. All right? We get her name. What's her name, Nate? What's her name, Nate? Hey, police department, anybody home? We're not going in. Police department, anybody home? Hey, I got a couch. Okay. Hold down. Go.
Officers entered the home and found League's daughter upstairs in her bed and his son downstairs on the couch. They were both shot in the head while they slept. His daughter died later that day, and his son was taken to a hospital and put on life support, but also died several days later. His daughter, Danielle Fawcett, and son, Dennis League, lived with their parents and had been causing League and his wife a lot of stress. Dennis had an alcohol problem and Danielle was schizophrenic. They both abused drugs, stole from their parents, berated them almost constantly, and physically abused them. Leading up to the shooting, League explained that he and his wife went away for a few days, and when they returned, they found their house a mess. They learned their daughter allegedly tried to attack her brother with a knife, and police had been to the home to investigate the fight. It was the 167th time police had been to the house over the years. Early that next morning, League retrieved his weapon after deciding that killing his son, daughter, and himself was the only way to resolve the family issues. League was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, but later pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder as part of the plea deal. Even though prosecutors recommended a 31-year sentence, Superior Court Judge Gerald Johnson decided to give League a drastically reduced sentence after his family and friends recounted the living hell the children put their parents through for years. The judge handed League a sentence of 2 5-year terms to run concurrently and awarded him a year credit for the time he already served in jail awaiting the resolution of his case. League turned to his family and friends in the courtroom, patted his heart with his hand, and smiled through his tears. When given the chance to speak, League said, quote, "I do not cry for myself. I cry for my children, my wife, my family, and friends. I take full responsibility for what I did. I loved my children when they were born. I love them now, and I always will love them, no matter what happened. I will never forget my children, and I will live to regret what I did for the rest of my life. Unquote. On August 20th, 2012, in Corbin, Kentucky, a man called 911 to report he just shot and killed his daughter's boyfriend. The man, Bill Cox, claimed his daughter had been abused by her boyfriend and he was tired of it. He confessed to the crime on the 911 call, and when officers arrived to the scene, they arrested him without incident. 21-year-old Ryan Abner had been dating Cox's 15-year-old daughter for a couple of years, and they eventually had a son who was 6 months old at the time of the shooting. They all lived with Cox at his home on 1103 Forest Circle. Corbin Police Chief said there had been a history of tension between the two men because of the alleged abuse, and that Abner reportedly had threatened to kill Cox. Neighbors also said police were called out to the home on a regular basis. Toward the end of the 911 call, you can hear Cox's daughter in the background, extremely upset, yelling at her father, telling him she hates him for shooting Abner.
County 911.
Did you get to 1134 Circle?
What's going on?
I just shot a guy.
You just shot a guy. What did you shoot it for?
He sure going to second kill me. I'm sitting up there waiting on this.
In the city?
Yeah, 1134 Circle.
Hold on just a second. Don't hang up.
Okay. What is it? Yeah.
What is your name?
Bill Cox.
What's your phone number, Bill?
521-1933, cell phone.
521-1933?
Yeah, Forest Circle.
Are you in Corbin or are you in Williamsburg?
Corbin. I'm from the old drive in from top of the hill. It goes in a circle. You got the apartments up there.
Where is he at? Is he okay? I mean,
no, he's shot. He's dead. I killed him.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Okay, he's sitting in the middle of the road with a car.
Okay, let me transfer you to Corbin. Stay on the line.
Okay.
Corbin Dispatch.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello, who is this?
That's James.
James, what's it, Corbin Police Department?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just shot a guy in here a while ago, 1134 Circle. He threatened to kill me and I shot him.
11044 Circle?
11034 Circle. You know, old guy in?
Uh-huh.
Come back here.
I just put a little drive in from top of those hills up in there.
Okay, what's your name?
Bill Cox. He been hitting my daughter. He got killed by a daughter. He been hitting her, beating her up, and I just got tired of it. And last night, came up, I blow away on drugs and said he was killing me and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no way. He come up in the house a while ago and he was moving everything out.
What's his name?
Ryan Abner.
Can you still see him?
No, he's dead. I shot him. Get up, make sure he's dead.
He is dead?
Yeah. I'm going to go to prison over it, but he's trying to beating on my daughter and stuff.
Hey, where's your gun at?
Hey, what my gun? I just borrowed off a guy. I was thinking about buying off of him.
Well, where'd you put the gun?
I couldn't get back to the guy.
You done give it back to the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you at? Are you there to let him?
Up here? Yeah, I'm up here right now.
And the guy's there with you, and he's dead.
The what?
The guy's there with you, the one he shot?
The what?
The guy that you shot, is he there at 11:03?
Yeah, he's in the seat. Let's sit in the seat.
Units break for emergency traffic. 1103 Forest Circle, 1103 Forest Circle, shots fired, one subject possible 10-7. I'll advise that he shot the subject. Caller doesn't have the gun at this time. Advise he gave the gun back to an individual who borrowed it from.
They on the way? Yeah, I think they're on the way.
Yeah, they are on their way.
Okay. Let me get off here and call my brother and tell him where I'm at.
Okay, well, I need you to stay on the phone with me so that way when they get there we can still talk just a little bit, okay?
Call me, George, 523. I work at Benning Wheel Line. We on Benning Wheel Line.
Have him say
523-0012.
What's the phone number you're calling from there?
Yeah, I believe 521-1933.
$1103.
012.
Yeah.
It's good.
I keep trying there.
Oh, yeah.
So they gonna take me to jail? Oh, well. You can Bob Hams try to get me out.
I'll keep calling till I get hold of him.
Yeah, get Bob Hams to get me out. If you can.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. I said, oh, they're on the way.
Whose gun was it that you used?
Joe Dobson.
Where does he live at?
Just about 2 houses above where I live at there. I bought it, yeah.
How long ago did you shoot this guy?
Just a while ago, about 5 minutes ago.
And then you took the gun back up there to your neighbor and then come back?
Yeah.
What's the address? 4th Circle.
1103 4th Circle.
What's the circumstance? What's that number again?
523-0012.
I was advising this male subject is talking to his daughter. He had the pistol in his possession, was thinking about buying it. He used the pistol to shoot the subject. He's talking to several people in the background. They're all advising the subject. He took the gun back up to his neighbor's house and left it there. Went back to the residence.
Do we have a name on the shooter yet?
I think it was Bill Cox. 10719 Avenue.
Hey, you think it's up to him?
How many times did you shoot him?
3, I believe.
A friend of mine, I lost it to him the other day.
Where did you shoot him at?
I think in the head. You get beat up. He never touched me. He never touched me. That's all right. I'm glad you see it. You won't worry about nobody else. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
He on the way?
I don't know. Supposed to be. I don't know where they got out there.
They're on their way. They're coming just as fast as they can.
As a dog got to beat me up because she should have killed him. But she don't know she beat him up like she beat her up 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
He come back last night and she heard him holding her up, got you hurt?
Yeah.
And she goes, I didn't hurt her, hit her leg. I didn't hit her leg. I didn't hit her. And that first show you got there, you hit her.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, I'm going to go to prison over this next work. That guy.
You won't go long. You stick with what he put in your life and you burned it.
Well, he served my life 3 or 4 times, sir. That's all I go, too. So I tell you what, we'll try to get to go through later.
Yeah.
She is.
He up there and called him back down there.
I know it. Well, his mommy, daddy, his dad's a drug dealer. They run him off. His mom's a dope head. She lives in Ohio. She run him off. And she ain't gonna waste space till he come down here for her.
Yeah, that's right.
Got Nick again?
Second left in the 4th circle. It's going to be on your left out there before you get to
Nick can find out what you can go back with him and try to get me out. Don't say it up against.
What's the entrance closest to 7th Street? What's your phone number?
523 0012. 0012. Yeah. Should be out there in a few minutes.
197.
Campbell. Okay, listen to me. I've got an officer just pulled up out front. Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to make sure your hands are where he can see them real good.
Yeah.
And you listen to everything they tell you to do, okay?
Okay, I'm sitting up here in the white truck up here.
Bill
in a white truck
down here right in his house. That's what's going with his daughter.
I just shot him.
He shot him.
Okay, I'll walk out here.
You better get up.
Okay, listen, when you walk out real slow. Keep your hands up where he can see them, okay?
Okay.
Are you walking outside? Units, I'm instructing the caller to step outside and keep his hands.
Say what? Yeah, here's the number right here.
Do you see the officer?
Yeah, he's going to be hanging up.
Yeah, go ahead and hang up.
I see that. Yeah.
According to witness statements, Cox had been standing in the neighbor's driveway when Abner drove up in his black Chevy Equinox SUV with Cox's daughter in the front passenger seat and her son in the back seat. After Cox's daughter asked him for money, a verbal argument ensued between Cox and Abner. Cox then fired a warning shot at the right rear of the SUV. Abner then got out of the vehicle and began cursing at Cox, and when Cox began to move towards the vehicle, Abner got back in the SUV and tried to drive away. Cox then fired multiple rounds from the Glock 40 caliber weapon through the driver's side window. Police were called to the scene around 1:45 p.m., and when they arrived, the SUV was stopped in the middle of the street. They found Abner dead inside his SUV with multiple gunshot wounds from close range. He was pronounced dead at the scene at 2:18 p.m. while Cox was being taken into custody. Since Cox said he borrowed the gun from his neighbor, police wanted to speak with Whitley County Commonwealth's attorney, Alan Trimble, to determine if criminal charges were warranted against the neighbor, but he has not been charged criminally in connection with the shooting. Cox was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of wanton endangerment because even though they were not injured, his daughter and her child were near the shooting. Cox pleaded not guilty to his charges. At the trial, when the Commonwealth's attorney called the state's medical examiner, Dr. Victoria Graham, to the stand, she added that a toxicology test performed on Abner revealed therapeutic levels of Xanax and hydrocodone, marijuana, and a high amount of oxycodone, which she said could indicate a drug problem or addiction. Abner's mother testified she knew her son faced addiction problems. Pertaining to the alleged physical abuse, she stated, quote, "There has never been an issue of abuse, and I just wish they would get this straight and quit making Ryan out to be something that he's not. He's just an innocent child, and he was murdered, and he didn't deserve to be killed," unquote. During the trial, Cox's daughter, Brittany, also denied that Abner ever hit her, became physical with her, or hurt her, and she said she had no idea why her father thought that he had. But when her good friend testified in court, she said she witnessed Abner get physical with Brittany, quote, "a lot more than once. He would grab her and jerk her by the face," unquote. There were also several other witnesses that testified to seeing Abner get physical, one incident being when Abner put his hands around Brittany's neck, trying to choke her. The jury returned its verdict of first-degree manslaughter under extreme emotional distress and 2 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment. Cox was given a 10-year prison sentence on the manslaughter charge and 1-year prison sentences for each wanton endangerment charge. It was recommended that the sentences be served consecutively for a total of 12 years in prison. On July 10, 2012, in Alliance, Ohio, Randy Ring dialed 911 just after 1:30 a.m. and calmly confessed that he had killed his girlfriend, 48-year-old Willa Taylor Hillman. Ring later went on to tell the dispatcher that he was sitting on the edge of the bed next to his girlfriend's body as he was making the call. He told police that he strangled his girlfriend with his hands after an argument over Taylor Hillman and her son and how much trouble they were. Police arrived within minutes and 58-year-old Ring was arrested. He was already facing a felony domestic violence charge in Columbiana County prior to Taylor Hillman's death for allegedly shoving her to the ground. While awaiting that case to be heard by the grand jury, Ring was released on a $25,000 recognizance bond with the condition that he stay away from his girlfriend. The couple disregarded the conditions, and 1 month later, Taylor Hillman was strangled.
Station fire, what's your emergency?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's going on?
Okay, 25 Arch Street, apartment 4. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, what's going on?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
What's going on at 25 South Arch Apartment 4?
Well, I just strangled my girlfriend.
You strangled your girlfriend?
Yep.
What's your name? 25
Randy.
South Arch Apartment 4.
Yeah.
Randy?
Randy Ring.
Ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be...
Okay, where are you at right now?
I'm sitting here on the bed with her, and I'm getting ready to go out by the door.
You're getting ready to go out by the door?
Yeah.
Where at by the door?
Well, by the door. I mean...
Okay, what are you wearing?
I got a walker. I can't walk. All right, on my leg.
You got a... Okay.
So you want me to...
No.
Stay at the door or stay right in here? Or what?
I don't... Where are you at? You're just standing by the door? You're in her apartment?
Right now.
Okay,
on the edge of the bed.
What's her name?
Willa Taylor Hillman.
Okay. All right. All right, so we got them coming to you, okay?
All right, Em.
Okay, do you have any... No, sir, listen, stay on the phone with me. Do you have any weapons?
No, I don't.
No?
Nope.
Okay. I want you to stay on the phone with me, okay? You're sure you're at 25 South Arch, Apartment 4?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to get up and unlock the door, so...
Copy. Okay. Do you see the officers?
Pardon me?
Do you see the officers?
No, I'm sitting on the bed. You told me I need to walk over to the door to unlock it.
Oh, the door's locked?
Well, I'm sure it is.
Car 40, be advised, my subject said that he needs to unlock the door. He advised he's in a walker, and he is having difficulty walking at this time. Can you come out to the door right now?
Yes, I can.
You're coming out right now?
Yes.
Car 40, my subject said that he was coming out the door at this time. Okay.
So you want me to still stay on the phone or what?
Well, do you have a cordless phone?
Pardon me?
Are you on a cordless phone?
I have a cell phone, but
okay.
I got to walk on a walker, so
that's
I
right. That's right. You can go ahead and hang up with me and go ahead out.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Ring was later booked on a single count of murder and remains housed at the Stark County Jail. Police found Taylor Hillman face up in the center of the bed, and despite the efforts of paramedics and police trying life-saving techniques, she remained without a pulse. The sheets, pillows, and blankets were moved around on the bed, and there were beer cans scattered on the table and in the sink. One of the responding officers said Taylor Hillman had petechia in her eyes, which are marks in the eyes from burst capillaries, which is a sign of strangulation. He also said he saw several household objects, including nearby electrical cords, which could have been used to strangle someone. However, she had no marks on her neck, and there really was no sign of a struggle. Ring pleaded guilty and was convicted of murder in February of 2013 and was sentenced to 15 years to life.